Alright, HVAC people! Hey, headed on a no cool call. Hey, the weather's crazy here. Let me show you the temperature. It's almost 80 degrees. 80 degrees, sun out. And today is December the 16th. So weather is crazy. It be cold, or really not even cold, but hey, the weather is crazy. Up and down. So that's gonna be high 80 degrees all week. So running some no cooling calls. I guess we'll be back to no heat next week. Let's see what we got here, folks. All right, folks. So the downstairs thermostat is set to off. This one is set to on. It's 62. Wow. So we got auto. So they must got a damper system. Let me see here. Filters, oh man. Hope this ain't the XL. Shoot. So downstairs thermostat is set to off. Oh, we got Miss Sip in the house. What up, Sip? I do hear a blower motor though. So what I'm gonna do though, yeah, blower motor, so that's good. I'm gonna go, yeah, we got that on auto. That's what I want. I'm gonna crank this back up to about 68. Got no light on this thing. Cool lids on. All right, so I'm gonna go do the same thing to downstairs. Turn it on.
Quiet. Tis the season for red hot topics on the view. And this week, Tyler Perry, Kerry Washington, Nikki Glazer, Billy Eichner, and Jamie Lee Curtis all hit America's most watched daytime talk show, ABC's The View.
All right, let's take a look in the attic. Okay, got blower motor. Got an HZ311 Honeywell zone controller. Drain pan dry. Rusty but dry. As you can see, calling for 1 and 2 zones. Zones 1 and 2 calling for it. So our problem may be outside. Maybe outside. I don't hear no refrigerant line. All right. So I'm gonna go outside and see why that condenser not turning on.
I'm here in the air on up there. Will it mess up the system?
That's a good question. Can you ask one more time? I can hear you.
He
Go
keep
ahead.
asking which one.
I appreciate you coming out today. I was just wondering if we're causing a problem because sometimes my daughter might have it on the heat upstairs.
Yeah.
We have it on the AC downstairs. I know it's one big unit. Is it okay to do that, or should we not be doing that?
So the system shouldn't allow you to do it, but you can only do one or the other because there's only one system. So you can't have the outside unit, which is the cooling, the compressor, and the heater on at the same time. It can only it can only be one or the other, because they're gonna try to fight each other.
I got you. I figured that was a problem.
Yeah.
So what's the problem with what did you have to fix right now?
Well, I only been working there probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah, he just got here.
No.
Let me hold
I'm
you up, man. I appreciate you.
But he said the system won't allow you to have it on.
Yeah, it should not allow you,
He said it shouldn't
but
allow.
it only can be one or the other, either heated and cool though. Yeah. So
I have to keep it on the AC or the heat.
yeah. So you can have like I say, the downstairs can be calling for cool, and the upstairs can be off, and vice versa. You can have it off, because all the thermostat really going to control is a damper, open and closing. So you can't run cool and heating at the same time. But just say if which I like it more cooler downstairs. She like it cool upstairs and warmer downstairs.
Yeah.
So hot air rises. The only thing y'all can really do is maybe turn it off, and then she can turn it to cool, and it allows some cool air, and you can shut your thermostat off, which is going to close the damper and not allow that cool air to come downstairs. But you can't run the heat and the cooling at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would imagine they would approve us having 2 units that can operate separately.
No, Marcus.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different ball game, because I mean, it can be done, but they won't do it because they have to run a whole new ducting system, and the engineers that built the house only designed it for 1 unit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And, okay, bye, Marcus.
Yeah.
But you know, the problem is, like in our bedroom, for some reason, it's connected to upstairs. So we have to literally run the heater in our room, like a little heater like this one, to keep warm during the summer.
Okay, I kind of take a look at that, because that shouldn't be.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hi, sweetie. I'm sorry you're bored.
Yeah, they probably got a damper there. They're allowing air downstairs. When upstairs cool, it might have some issue with their dampers. I might think the unit on this side, but the gate on the other side. Yeah, I got a unit right there. All right, we'll get the gauges, folks. We're gonna go with the LMG 10. All right, I don't hear nothing going on back here. I got a carrier. Threw some fence posts down here. Anything going on? What could it be, folks? Y'all leave in the comment section. What could this possibly be? Unit ain't doing nothing. Absolutely not. Let's first start with getting this stuff here out the way. Try for ants. Yeah. Get that out the way. What y'all think? Electrical or refrigerant? Wow. I hook up my gauges or check the electrical first. Somebody gonna have a problem with it. I had one guy comment on my channel. He was like, he don't know why technicians start with checking refrigerant first. More than one way to skin a cat. Y'all look on all my videos though. I might do some one day, totally different approach the next day. You know what I'm saying? But man, look at that. That hard start done blew apart like that. The whole top done pop. fell out that thing. It is calling for cool though. Contactor is engaged. That old Chuck in a pickup truck. I'm not telling how he mounted this thing. Look at the top on there. It look like the top of that capacitor burnt too. But I want to see if we got high voltage. Maybe trip the brake or something when it pops. Let's see here. Check incoming voltage. Yep, ain't got no voltage out here. Finito. Let's see, let's go to leg to leg though. 0, 0. So we don't have any voltage out here, right? We know that capacitor gone. I mean, well, one of them anyway, that hard start kit. That sucker done exploded. But oh man, look at this. I ain't got my grinder with me either. I got a lock on this thing. Got a lock on there. Hope I got a. Hopefully this ain't got no resettable or I hope that's a disconnect and not a breaker. And I can go find a breaker box and make sure. I want to see if it's tripped. Alright man, I hope it don't have no lock on here. Good. Alright y'all, so we definitely tripped. That's it right there. Got a trip breaker. All right, so I'm gonna leave that off for now. All right, so I'm gonna double check my voltage real quick. All right, double check this, make sure we ain't got no voltage out here. Should be good. And I'm just ready to get ready. Check the ground. Let's go leg to leg in real quick. All right. Now this one right here. I'll try to find that compressor. Right there. Alrighty. I'm trying to see what they got. Yeah, well, top them do out that one. Y'all ever seen inside of a cap? There you go. Or a hard start. So I wonder, did they put this hard start on here because the compressor wasn't starting there one time? So I'm looking for any like burnt wires in it or something. Alright. Check this cap real quick. So I got 62. 62 and it's rated for 60. Let's see what this right here rated for. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to check this compressor for ground. I just want to check these caps real quick. Either way we can do it too. I mean, everything kind of look good. We can isolate it. When that hard start exploded, it could have tripped it out. But I can just go turn that brake on, see if it tripped right away. Or I can take this top off and check the terminals right at the compressor. But I want to go ahead and we're going to check it right here first. So we're going to check it right here first. But these wires right here, just going right to my compressor. So long as them wires not grounded. Okay. Yeah, so we got to ground the compressor. Yeah. The compressor grounded, folks. Got a straight ground on that compressor, so the compressor no good. Write it up. Let me take some pictures real quick. So just FYI, so I have to take pictures of this compressor just showing me checking from ground. So if anybody need to do this in the future, I usually give me a tripod. I put my my camera timer on 5 seconds, and then I just so kind of scrape that right there and go to leg, on continuity. Well, not continuity, but ohms. You see I'm getting 0.7, that's a direct short. You hit an audible, see that? Each leg. It's a direct short, folks. All right, so those that interested, if you want to know how to get the compressor information, it usually be right here on the compressor. You have to get there, take a picture of it. You need to contact your HVAC supplier and give them the model number. Like I say, there's a Katy compressor, or which is hard to read, just contact the manufacturer and give them the model serial number. But this one hard to read. Here's a 24 ABR 3486. Or you getting the serial number. You can see 0708. He has an Edward 11017. I think this 410A. All right. But you can take a picture of this and it kind of show up a little better. All right, folks, so I'm at the breaker right now. I could reset this. It's going to trip right away, but I don't want to cause any other problems, like making the whole lights go off on the house or something like that. So, like I say, you got to trust my diagnosis skills and write it up as a grounded compressor. They either put a new compressor in or we put a new unit in. It's going to be up to them. But either way, hey, thanks for watching. Hey, we on to the next. All right, HVAC people.